Hey guys, anyone who plays Fallout 76 could tell you that the game has a strong emphasis on loot. Grinding for loot, trading for loot, killing a giant bat for some loot. The weapons we use are a large part of the game, but there's just one problem. There simply isn't enough of it. So today, let's take a look at 10 weapons that I think should be added into Fallout 76. Number 1. The Colt 6520. A pistol from the classic Fallouts, the Colt 6520 would make a great addition to the desperately lacking selection of pistols. It's familiar and similar to the iconic 1911, but I think it's just unique enough to fit right in with the more elaborate weapon designs of the 3D Fallouts. And just to be clear, I think that the auto-loading version of the weapon should be the way to go, seeing as it would provide the ability to feature a much-needed automatic receiver option. And it seems like the original design featuring a revolver cylinder stemmed more from a miscommunication in development in the original Fallout game. Number 2. The Battle Rifle or M1 Garand. Most players will remember this rifle's inclusion in Fallout New Vegas as this machine. A heavy-hitting, self-loading workhorse that has no problem removing muties, ghouls, and commie bastards from any corner of the wasteland. I think this rifle would make an excellent addition to the rifleman class of weapons. It's iconic, and everyone loves that sweet, sweet... Number 3. The Ballistic Fist. The Ballistic Fist is a gauntlet weapon that uses a pressure plate to trigger a double-barreled shotgun. I think that this thing would be an amazing addition to the popular unarmed weapons category. It would be a great weapon to try out different damage effects on unarmed weapons. Dragon's Breath, Pulse Slugs, Cap Shots, you name it. If it can fit in a shell and you can strap it to your arm, then it should be added. Number 4. The PANCOR JACKHAMMER. Ever used the auto receiver on the combat shotgun? Ever noticed how it's complete garbage? Well, the PANCOR JACKHAMMER would aim to fix that. This bullpup, drum mag fed, fully automatic shotgun would make, I think, the best top tier automatic endgame shotgun. Just look at how it removes this mutated abomination from existence. Check out TACTAGHOUL'S Fallout 4 mod version of this thing. He's a goddamn ghoul, so you should download the mod. Number 5. The Arc Welder. Ever thought to yourself, there aren't enough Tesla spammers? We need a giant, big gun-sized Tesla weapon so that we can turn every single ghoulified abomination in the wasteland into a pile of ash? Well, if so, then I have just the weapon for you. The Arc Welder was an awesome weapon in the Lonesome Road DLC for New Vegas, but I feel it got overshadowed by the other big guns in that DLC. Besides, everyone needs more big guns. I think if this thing got added into Fallout 76, it would have a better chance of being fully appreciated. Number 6. The 25mm Grenade Anti-Personnel Weapon. The 25mm APW was a small, semi-automatic, magazine-fed launcher that featured several ammunition types, such as high explosive, plasma, pulse, and timed fuse rounds. Because this thing uses the smaller 25mm grenades, I think that it would help bridge the gap between the larger, more cumbersome explosive weapons that use very heavy ammo and the more practical small arms in the game. Explosives are actually pretty fun to use in 76, but I think that the heavy ammo is really off-putting for some people. Having a more approachable weapon in the demolitions category would go a long way to help people experience obliterating muties and sending them into orbit with explosions. Number 7. A Berthier carbine with a Shosha magazine. This one's a little different. The Berthier carbines and rifles were a family of bolt-action small arms used by the French army in the late 19th and early 20th century that would later have a small number converted to use a Shosha machine gun magazine. These things are crazy looking and basically have no representation anywhere. I think this thing is perfect to get Falloutified and put in the game. I can just see it now, some black and gold encrusted exotic hunting rifle in a display at the top of that Garrahan turbo mansion in the ash heap. Number 8. The DKS 501 Sniper Rifle. Probably the most iconic sniper in the Fallout franchise, this semi-auto rifle would be right at home in Appalachia. While I enjoy the older model of the rifle from Fallout 3 and New Vegas, I think we should get a brand new, scratch-made version of the original weapon from Fallout 1 and 2. There's a link to an awesome Fallout 4 mod in the description. This thing has tons of modification options, and is an amazing example of what we could get in Fallout 76, provided Bethesda actually decide to make something good, however unlikely that is. Number 9. The Dud Club. It's an inert grenade on a stick. Pretty straightforward. It would be an awesome weapon to mod. You could put a plasma grenade on it, a cryo grenade, a floater grenade, whatever you want. I think this thing would fall right in line with Bethesda's recent proclivity to include different elemental damage types. Now I know some of you may have reservations about using a weapon with a grenade on it, but I promise it's totally safe. Number 10. The Laser RCW. The Laser Rapid Capacitor weapon was a precursor to the Gatling laser. It was designed to look like another famous submachine gun in order to be marketed to prospective buyers. A fan favorite from New Vegas, this thing would be an excellent choice for not only the energy weapon category, but the underserved SMG class as well. It's a perfect tool for turning an entire golf club full of shuffling ghouls into ash. Thanks for watching, guys, and let's hope that if Bethesda decides to include any of these awesome weapons in future content, that they actually allow us to get them in a reasonable amount of time, instead of having to slog through this absolutely absurd daily ops grind that we have to go through right now. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this list. Hopefully I make some more of these in the future. Later.